To really put our action cam through their paces, the producers asked us to find a rough and rugged backdrop.
And after much searching, we ended up here. At the NEC in Birmingham. More specifically, the Bear Grylls Adventure Park.
And we're going to be putting this, the GoPro Hero9, head-to-head with this, the Akaso Brave 7 LE. Otis, I'm up here. Now this is how you arrive in style. Woohoo!
For this extreme filming adventure, I'm rocking the more expensive GoPro, which is the latest model in the manufacturer's lineup.
And I'll be using the Akaso. It's half the price, but is it only half as good? Let's start with a spec off. Does yours have voice activation like mine?
GoPro, take a photo. You're looking at a 20 megapixel camera right there.
Snap! Also 20 megapixels, and this can record in time-lapse.
I not only have time-lapse, I have just about over 2 hours recording time on this.
Just under 2 hours?
I've got 3 microphones and advanced wind noise reduction.
I only have the one microphone, but I do have a wind filter. Oh, my pocket's vibrating. That'll be the producer's first challenge, I reckon. It's time for challenge 1, image stabilization. Head to the assault course where you'll need to capture a POV video of all the action.
Right, let's get testing.
Let's go.
Ready, set, go! Both our action cams come packed with digital image stabilization tech.
Tell me about it.
This means the cameras can crop and reposition the footage in real time, ironing out any shaky movements.
Oh, this is difficult!
My GoPro's 3rd generation hypersmooth mode works up to 5K resolution.
Yeah, well, my Akaso stabilization can do that too, but its resolution tops out at 4K.
You may have beat me on the assault course, Otis.
That's actually quite hard work.
Yeah.
But did your budget Akaso do the same? My GoPro stabilised most of the shakiness and vibrations throughout the entire course. As we hit the suspended bridge, the hyper-smooth boost feature meant the footage continued to stay silky smooth, and its horizon stabilisation worked particularly well on the monkey bars.
And while my Akaso performed well on some of the course, the more vigorous movements on the suspended bridge and the bars clearly shows that you get what you pay for when it comes to stable footage.
Side by side, the difference in smoothness is even more apparent, and so my GoPro glides its way to winning the stabilisation challenge.
Oh, right. Our next challenge. Action cameras need to work well in a variety of environments, including underwater. Please proceed to the shark tank.
To sharks?
Yes.
Both of our action cameras can shoot underwater, so they'll be taking the plunge in this huge aquarium to see how well they capture footage and photographs of feeding time.
So the GoPro is set on auto mode, so it'll be interesting to see how it adapts the settings to being underwater.
Well, Georgie, my Akaso could have an advantage here with its dedicated diving mode, which should warm up the colours for a more natural look. Oh, look, here they come, in slow motion.
My GoPro is good for up to 10 metres. That's over twice the depth of this aquarium.
Oh, look at that! Did you see that? How aggressive! While my Akaso is only rated as splash-proof, so it needs a waterproof housing.
We should see the actual photo functionality
Yes.
of the 2 action cameras.
Toggling to photo mode proves easy for my GoPro, and it quickly snaps a fishy feeding frenzy and fish selfie.
But for my Akaso, the housing is making mode selection rather tricky. Oh, it's not looking good, is it?
With lunch over for our fishy friends, it's time to see the results.
Right, let's start with the GoPro.
Yes.
That is really nice. But look at the detail of that fish there.
Wow. It seems to be dealing with the changes in light and darkness quite well.
My GoPro's automatic mode has done a great job of correcting the colours and brightness to suit the environment.
But immediately,
Ooh.
my Akaso gives us that sinking feeling. I mean, you can see the different colours, but it is very dark,
It's
isn't it?
noticeably darker.
Side by side, they're oceans apart, and the GoPro takes the lead.
Let's have a little look at the still photos.
The GoPro does look a bit dark,
The Akaso's made the photo a lot lighter.
which is what it should have done on the video footage.
Yeah, but it's definitely not as sharp round here, though.
So when it comes to stills, my budget Akaso was able to keep up.
But the vastly superior video quality means my GoPro also wins the underwater test.
Your final challenge is to find out which of your action cameras is best at recording footage in slow motion. Yeah. It's time to head to the archery range.
All we need to do is use our action cameras to capture arrows hitting the water balloons in slow motion at 1080p. My GoPro shoots in 3 slow-mo speeds. I'm going to be shooting 8 times slower, which is the maximum it can do.
Now, I don't have the luxury of choice like Georgie does, so I'm shooting at 4 times slower.
To record video at 8 times slower than real time, my GoPro needs to capture 200 frames per second, which I can control via an app. So, all looking good.
Fire! Oh, no, almost.
Just missed, but I've got this now.
She did it! She's only gone and done it, eh? My Akaso can also be controlled by an app, but I've got something else up my sleeve. Bluetooth operation is on a remote watch. And this fancy remote control watch comes as standard with the Akaso camera. Yep, it started recording. Fire!
Oh, so close!
Oh, come on! Fire! Yes!
All right, no one likes a show-off. Let's take a look at the results. First up, my GoPro. Yes!
Look at that.
Now, you really see those
You
droplets, don't you?
So, what about the Akaso at only 4 times slower? I mean, that's half decent, but my critique would be it's over very quickly.
But it is half the price. I'd say that the GoPro hasn't done twice a better job.
So, for the slow-mo challenge, we're calling it a draw.
So, at the end of the day of testing, has the GoPro proved it's worth paying top dollar, or has the Akaso made a case for saving some dosh?
Well, this is not a cheap shot, but it looks like if you buy a cheap camera, you get cheap shots.
Yeah, that's very much what we found out. The GoPro was the clear winner. It just shows that they are a market leader for a reason.
Yeah, but if you can't stretch to the price of a brand new Hero9, it's worth noting that for £100 cheaper and just lacking 1 or 2 functions, the GoPro Hero 8 Black Edition is available.
And this is a budget special.
There you go.
Well done.